guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susan and this is my monthly reset for the month of October. Every month I make a reset video where I take you through my goal setting, my intentions, and how I'm setting myself up for success. So I am so excited for this. Let's get into it because I'm doing it differently this month than I have in all the previous months. So I'm setting one goal for the month of October, and it is to find a home work-life balance. If you guys have been here, then you know I went back to work in September from my maternity leave. My daughter is going to be 3 months old this week, and it's been a really rough transition. I'm not going to lie to you. Being a working mom is really hard, and then just being a mom is really hard, and I just feel like my plate is very, very full, and I've been struggling with that balance. So I'm trying to create space for all of the different parts of my life and how they can live simultaneously with each other, I guess. So that is the number one goal, and then I'm breaking my other goals that support that goal into 3 categories: health, wealth, and self. So let's dive into the first one, which is health. If you guys have been around for a long time, then you probably remember my 4 a.m. morning routines where I took you with me to get ready, and then I went to the gym, and it was mostly like workout related, right? My mornings look a lot different now. So a lot of times they start at 3:30, which is like prime time. If the baby wakes up at 3:30, I can feed her, put her back down, and then my morning starts around 4:15 by the time I pump, get dressed, and get ready to go work out. My husband ever so kindly put in a home gym for me in our garage, which has been amazing. Just having access to it all the time has made working out accessible and motivating and fun. So my goal for the month of October is 5 workouts a week. That is throughout the 7 days. I don't need to stick to like Monday through Friday schedule. The weekends at my discretion. I seem to be able to get up easier on weekend days. I think a lot of it is the mental head game I play on weekdays. If I get up early, I'm like, it's almost like I'm trying to conserve my energy for work, which is kind of ironic because I am always more productive after a workout. But anywho, it's hard. So 5 workouts a day. I would like to be getting 10K steps a day, which I totally know is possible with even just getting a 1 mile walk in the morning. I kickstart myself and I just move around the house a lot more throughout the day. Proper hydration and nutrition. If you've been following along my milk factory videos on TikTok, then you know that my milk supply took a massive hit in going back to work. It was cut in half, and then last week it was literally 75% of what it was. So in the last week, I have prioritized proper nutrition and making sure I stay hydrated. With that, I have been able to bring my supply back up to have more than enough food for my daughter and to also be freezing and adding to our stash. But I want to continue those habits and not neglect them, because that is one of the things that when I get busy or overworked or overwhelmed, I just kind of hyper focus on one thing and then I forget to eat or drink or whatever. So proper hydration and nutrition. And then the last part of my health goal category is sober October. We do have a wedding right in the middle of October, so I am going to give myself a free pass and drink on those days. But the rest of the month I want to do sober, and I think that that will help me recommit to my health and fitness goals as well. The next category of goals is wealth. I personally do not do the finances for our family. My husband does that because finances have always given me a lot of anxiety, but we're working on that. Anywho, wealth is not necessarily limited to just, financial gain, but supporting the processes in which money will be flowing eventually or already is. So my number one priority is YouTube. I love YouTube. This is my favorite place to be, and I love that I'm growing here. So YouTube, 3 long form videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please tune in. And I'm gonna give you a little hint. This week I have a fun video planned, and it's making ChatGPT my assistant and how it's organizing my entire life, which has simplified a lot of things. So stay tuned for that. That will be out this week. TikToks for my personal brand, 1 TikTok a day, whether that's a vlog or a milk factory shift, a shift in the milk factory, holy smokes. And then DLL, I want to be posting 2 TikToks a day. If you don't know what DLL is, it is Dream Life Loading. It is the self-improvement business I own and operate with my best friend Sky. We are co-owners and co-hosts of our podcast, which is all things self-improvement. So subscribe or tune in on all platforms because we're streaming everywhere now. So posting 2 TikToks a day. We have a fall challenge, which is essentially like an epic fall bucket list that is coming out. So it's 1 fall task a day every day for the next 40 days starting October 1st. And then I want to post, so that one video, which is like the challenge video, and then another video just about self-improvement or promoting the podcast, something like that. And then very excited, my 11th book, My Moon and My Stars, is officially out. The link is in this description, and I want to be promoting that every single day on my author page and everywhere else. I'm just so excited. This is my favorite book I've ever put out. I think I say that every time I put out a new book, but this is Moon and Stars, light years away from anything I've done before. It is poetry starting in pregnancy, then I transcribe my entire birth process, and then postpartum, and it has just been such an experience to write, and I'm so excited to share it with the world. Last but certainly not least is the self category of my goals. My mental health and my personal self have really taken a hit, and not necessarily in the postpartum era, but really honestly, the first 6 weeks of my postpartum experience were bliss, like newborn bubble bliss. I love being a mom. I love postpartum. Like, I have felt so good. It was a lot better than I expected. If you've watched any of my pregnancy videos, you probably know that I struggled with prenatal depression. And as soon as my baby was born, I felt immensely better. And that was amazing. And so postpartum, like I said, was really a nice time for me, except the transition back into work has been really hard for me, and I have struggled a lot with finding that balance. And I am going to admit it has been really hard on me as an individual, but then that automatically is taken out in my marriage, and that's not fair to my husband. So he was like, I really want you to take some time for you and just like find things that you love to do outside of work and mothering and like taking care of the house. And obviously he helps with all of these things, but it was just really nice for him to like kind of identify that for me, because I was like so entrenched in my emotions and just trying to find this balance, that it was nice for him to really ground me and just be like, Susan, you've been miserable. Like, you need to find stuff that you're happy about. And I was like, you are so right. Thank you for calling me out on my shit. And so I'm going to do daily journaling. I'm a writer. I've been a writer since I could hold a pencil, and that is something I've neglected severely, honestly, since I was pregnant. That is when my journaling kind of dissipated, and I don't want to do that. I want to journal every single day. So I am dedicated to that. I've journaled 2 or 3 days in a row now, and I already feel better. Just to process my emotions on paper is nice, or to jot down some ideas, write down a quote that I saw that I love, all of those things. And if you want to get into journaling, I will have a how-to video on that very soon. Reading is another one. My Kindle sits on my nightstand, and I really haven't touched it outside of that, so I want to start using my lunch breaks and that sort of time, like me time, to get back into something I love. And reading is something that I can do with my daughter, by myself, while I'm in a waiting room. Like, my Kindle makes reading accessible, and I need to just utilize that more. Manifesting, I had not done like a card pull or manifestation techniques in so long, so I'm really excited to get back into that. I forgot about like the magic of manifesting and really thinking and dreaming about your dream life. So vision boards, I've been using ChatGPT, which you'll see again in the video. There is a whole video on it on our TikTok for Dream Life Loading if you want to see the ChatGPT prompt I've been using. And then just honestly relaxing. I don't need to be running from 3:30 a.m. until 10 o'clock at night. That I don't get a gold star for that, and I need to prioritize and find ways to actually sit down and relax, whether it's on the couch at night or in the afternoon or having a slower morning. Like, I just need to find pockets in my day where I take a deep breath and truly unwind. So that is the last on my list, but it is the forefront and the priority for the entire month. Alright guys, that sums up my health, wealth, and self goals for the month of October, with the primary goal of finding a work-life balance. I'm so glad that you were here. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what your October goals are in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.